What's going on, everyone? It's Leo Biaz with CowbellKingdom.com. I am very excited to announce that Cowbell Kingdom will begin to provide daily NBA news on this YouTube channel. It's going to consist of commentary, highlights, and interviews. We will expand to the gaming side of the NBA soon and begin to accept applications for gamers who have NBA knowledge and love to play NBA 2K. Email us your information or send us a DM on Instagram. Now let's move on to our first NBA topic. I'm going to give you my top 3 winners and losers of the 2017 NBA draft. Number 1, the Minnesota Timberwolves definitely won this draft simply by adding a 27-year-old Jimmy Butler who is coming off of his first All-NBA team. I believe the best is yet to come for Jimmy, and what better way to do it with the man who drafted him and Coach Tibbs. This team will be scary good for the next decade barring injury. They are definitely a playoff team now, and they are not finished making moves. Can you imagine if they added a guy like Andre Iguodala? That would solidify this team's depth, and as you all know, everyone will need it when they face the Golden State Warriors. My second winner is the Sacramento Kings. After years of drafting busts, it really feels like Vlade Divac and his team has changed the perception of the franchise, not only locally, but nationally. Anytime you can draft a De'Aaron Fox, Justin Jackson, Harry Giles, and Frank Mason in one draft, that's winning. My third winner is the Los Angeles Lakers, believe it or not. They drafted Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma at number 27, Josh Hart at number 30, and Thomas Bryant at number 42. They also got rid of Timothy Mozgov's awful contract. I truly believe Lonzo Ball will be the leader most expect him to become on the court and lead this franchise back to the top of the West. I'll say this though, when the Kings also get back to the top of the West, I'm going to enjoy the Kings putting a smackdown of a beating on the Lakers. The Fox versus Ball rivalry will be special to watch for the next decade. Let's move on to the losers. The Boston Celtics are the biggest losers in my opinion. They traded away Markelle Fultz to potentially draft Josh Jackson, but that didn't happen because Danny Ainge didn't feel comfortable drafting a guy who canceled a workout on them. I don't blame Danny, but the mere fact that he couldn't land a workout seems a little ridiculous and not very Danny-esque. Prospects should be bending over and salivating over working out for the Celtics, right? Well, it didn't seem that way for Jackson's agent. And I understand that the Celtics have a lot of flexibility in draft picks, but what have they done with those? Nothing. It wouldn't shock me if they don't land a big name free agent this summer. And if that indeed does happen, people need to stop praising Danny Ainge. Accumulating draft picks and not doing anything with them is not impressive at all. I actually love Jason Tatum and believe he will be a solid NBA player, but I know he wasn't their first option. For that reason alone, the Celtics take a draft day L. My second loser is the Pelicans. The mere fact that they thought they had won the trade with the Kings at the All-Star break and didn't make the playoffs was beyond a failure of a trade. They lost a top 10 pick in one of the deepest drafts in recent memory, and they lost Buddy Hield, who showed great potential with the Kings. On top of that, it's not guaranteed DeMarcus signs with them next summer. Boy, talk about a huge L. My third loser is the Bulls, and honestly, the only reason why I give them an L on draft day is because they gave up number 16, which they should have kept. I love Zach LaVine's game, and I really do believe Chris Dunn will have a much better season next year in Chicago. But they really could have used that number 16 pick in this obvious rebuild that they are heading in. Let me know if you agreed or disagreed with my 3 winners and 3 losers. But I want you to join this conversation right now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow NBA fans. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'll see you on the next video.